Hello and welcome to our YouTube channel. In this video, we will explore the events that led to the First World War. The story of the First World War begins on June 28, 1914, which is one of the most famous dates in all of history. The main causes of World War I can be summarized by the acronym MAIN, which stands for militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism. Militarism refers to the belief that a country should maintain a strong military, and use it aggressively to achieve its goals. This led to an arms race between European powers in the years leading up to the war. Alliances were formed between various European powers in order to provide mutual defense against potential aggressors. However, these alliances also meant that if one country went to war, others would be dragged into the conflict as well. Imperialism involved European powers competing for colonies and territories around the world. This competition often led to tensions between nations. Nationalism was a powerful force in Europe at the time, with many people believing that their nation was superior to others. This led to conflicts over territory and resources. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand of Austria-Hungary by a Serbian nationalist on June 28, 1914, was the direct cause of World War I. However, this event was only a trigger for a much larger conflict that had been brewing for years due to these underlying causes. On June 28, 1914, the Archduke Franz Ferdinand and his wife, Sophie, were visiting Sarajevo, which had recently been annexed by Bosnia. While they were there, a group of conspirators known as the Young Bosnians, who had connections to the nationalist group, the Black Hand, had plotted to assassinate them. 6 of the conspirators, including Gavrilo Princip, were strategically placed along the Apel Quay with instructions to carry out the assassination when the royal car reached their respective positions. The first conspirator, Mehmed Basic, who was stationed near the Austro-Hungarian bank, lost his nerve and failed to act. The second conspirator, a 19-year-old student, threw a hand grenade at the Archduke's car as it passed the central police station. The grenade had a 10-second delay and exploded under the fourth car, seriously injuring 2 of its occupants. Following Shabrinovich's failed attempt, the motorcade picked up speed and raced away, giving Gavrilo Princip and the remaining conspirators no opportunity to act. After the Archduke gave his scheduled speech at Town Hall, he decided to visit the victims at the Sarajevo hospital. In order to avoid the city center, General Oskar Potiorek instructed the driver to take the royal car straight along the Apel Quay to the hospital. Potiorek forgot to inform the driver about the change in route, and the driver continued on the original course while Gavrilo Princip was waiting in front of a delicatessen on a side street. However, the engine stalled and the gears locked, and Gavrilo Princip took this opportunity to step forward, draw a Browning semi-automatic pistol, and shoot the Archduke and his wife at point-blank range. Both the Archduke and his wife died shortly after being shot. This event set off a chain reaction that ultimately led to the outbreak of war. Austria-Hungary, backed by Germany, issued an ultimatum to Serbia, demanding that they take responsibility for the assassination and allow Austro-Hungarian officials to investigate the crime. The German Kaiser, Wilhelm II, promised to support Austria-Hungary in any conflict with Serbia, believing that war was necessary to maintain German prestige and power in Europe. Meanwhile, Russia, Serbia's traditional ally, began mobilizing its troops to support its Serbian ally, which threatened to bring them into direct conflict with Austria-Hungary and Germany. France, bound by treaty to Russia, and Britain, concerned about German expansionism, also began to mobilize their armies. By August 4, 1914, Europe was at war. The Great War, as it was called at the time, would last for 4 long and bloody years, and result in the deaths of over 16 million people. The First World War was fought on multiple fronts, from the trenches of the Western Front to the deserts of the Middle East, and involved many of the world's major powers, including the United States, which entered the war in 1917. In 1918, after years of devastating conflict, the war came to an end with the signing of the Treaty of Versailles. The treaty imposed heavy reparations on Germany, forced the country to give up territories, and established the League of Nations, an international organization designed to prevent future conflicts. The legacy of the First World War would be felt for decades to come, as it led to the rise of fascism, the Second World War, and the reshaping of the world order. Thank you for watching this video on the origins of the First World War. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one.